Okay, dude, this is the night I get excited for, and we don't load. Now we do. I'm gonna send the link here, guys, and Mother Flare and Father Flare will be in. Wave will also be in, and Beard Flare will be in tomorrow, but not today. He is at a wedding. So yeah. I'm pretty sure I said that at least. Wave and Beard, but anyway. And this is MLB The Show 23, 7 innings. Oh dear, did all that just so you can view? That would be so annoying. And it did. That's not good. Edit. Okay, so that should be everyone, and then I'll actually get this blanket. I changed my mind. So yeah, and then we're gonna get this started. At least I assume Father Flare will be in, and as the title says, the two teams are Tigers and Pirates in the World Series with Legends. Ow! Sorry. And I'm gonna be commentating every game, not on the same day, like all on different days, and as many games as it takes. Like today, I'm gonna do Game 1. And tomorrow I'm going to do Game 2, and sorry I have not been able to live stream, and since last Saturday I ran out of ideas, and then I came up with this idea, but no one was going to be in the chat yesterday, so I just decided not to live stream this. Yeah, let's get this started. And hi guys, this is Sports Flare Live, and I'm going to be doing Detroit Tigers versus Pittsburgh Pirates Legends World Series, so a World Series with all-time legends, and I'm gonna be a neutral announcer. CPU versus CPU, legend difficulty, and casual gameplay style, because every other gameplay style, no runs get scored, so let's try this. Chat, what we got going on here, chat? Hello, Father Flare, and I'm going to be a neutral announcer for 7 innings of this Tiger. Well, I'm going to do like I did with the Braves stuff and all, and other teams, like Giants, Dodgers. I sim the first 2 innings, and then we're going to go from the 3rd to 9th inning. You're chilling, that's good. And I certainly need to move this, because this is what gets annoying. Alrighty, let's get this blanket up good. Okay. Much better. No, not much better. I lied. I don't know why, but I can never get my blanket to feel comfortable. Much better. There we go. Right as I say that, of course, I fix that issue. Alrighty. Garrett Cole on the mound for the Pirates and Hal Newhouser on the mound for the Tigers. And no, I don't cuss. And there's the lineups for both teams. R.I.P. Bill Mazeroski. And R.I.P. Hal Newhouser. Tony Clark recently got fired for doing some things I don't even know, and very bad things that I don't want to get into and don't exactly even know what they mean. And there's the bench. Not quite sure. Wait, who is their center fielder? Oh, Tykov. Never mind, I lied. Game 1 of the World Series, Pirates went 96 and 66. And the Tigers went 86 and 76, so 2 underdogs in the World Series. Pirates, I believe, won some World Series in the 80s or around that era. Some big names on both rosters as we're going to start to get into the commentary. Ty Cobb, Sean, that's right. Garrett Cole, a 28-year-old Garrett Cole, not his actual age. And then, yeah, like Andrew McCutcheon's not his actual age. He's 26, even though he's on the bench. I got to go with the Pirates on this one. Bonds and Clemente. R.I.P. Roger Clemente. Yeah, they do got Barry Bonds. Wow, yeah. Well, as many games as this takes, it could range from 4 to 7 games. I'm going to commentate all of them. I'll do games 1 and 2 today and tomorrow, then games 3 through 5 if necessary. Also, you're on the Sports Flare Live account, Mother Flare. But anyway, yeah, Van Slyke is the one who hit that ball that Otis Nixon caught. Yeah, I'd never heard of him. And no, he just made me think of the actor Dick Van Dyke, but I was like, no, he did not play Dick Van Dyke. Anyways, yeah. So, and then I'm going to be doing games 3 through 5 on games 3 through 5 next Friday through Saturday Sunday next Friday through Sunday. Game 5 if necessary. Then game 6 and 7, don't even do it. The next Friday, and then the next next Saturday is hello baseball prods, long time no see. So I'm going to get this commentary underway. It is your favorite MLB The Show. Is Garrett Cole's first pitch is in there for a ball, and you're good, Mother Flare. Give me some Cole Garrett, LOL. If you don't know that reference, and I'll tell you whenever I get a chance. That's in there for called strike 1 and 1. Nate Frazier's great, but you were right about what's his name? Jeremiah Love being a great running back. He got drafted third by the Cardinals. I'm trying to figure out, that looks like a profile picture of the Savannah Bananas. Guardians were on TV earlier, and I'd not think about it. I kind of forgot about baseball prods because it's been a while. No offense. Yeah, they were losing to the Blue Jays. Thanks. You're welcome. It's a 1-1 from Garrett Cole. It's who do you want to win, baseball prods? Is ball too low on the slider? They were losing 5-0. I don't know if they came back as a 2-1, 3-1. I have a good question for you here, baseball prods. If the Guardians and Braves played each other, who would you want to win? You want the Pirates to win this. What about you, Mother Flare? I know Father Flare wants to win. As Alkaline hits this ball well on a 3-1 count and caught! What a grab! Are you kidding me? I think about prods every time I hear about the Guardians. Barry Bonds just made an insane catch! Otis Nixon style! That is a YouTube short. What a catch. Nice catch, that's right. Robbing Alkaline of a home run as Tony Clark takes strike 1. Wow. And I did great commentating it. I thought that was gone for sure, but no sirree, as that is. I know Father Flare wants the Pirates to win, and Mother Flare, I don't know. Who do you want to win, rather? Same as baseball, credit to Alkaline. So K-line, rather, as Tony Clark swings and misses here. If Garrett Cole gets out of this inning with no runs, then we're going to be looking back on that Barry Bonds catch. So K-line, Pirates, says Mother Flare. Father Flare's told me stories about how he liked the Pirates a lot growing up. They were good back then, but he was not like the person who just cheers for all the good teams. I don't know anyone who does. Pirates, sure. Okay, that is fouled back. And then baseball prods with the Pirates. So all our viewers want the Pirates. Wave will be in around 6 o'clock or later, so we'll see about him. Didn't you get to see Barry Bonds, Father Flare? Yeah, Bobby Bonilla is also on this team. They used to call the Pirates the Killer Bees when they had Bobby Bonilla and Barry Bonds. I'm sorry if I said Bonilla. It's a 1-2. Whitaker takes ball 2. K-Line got robbed on an insane grab by Barry Bonds that we need, and we'll get our 2-2, 3-2. Was he on the steroids yet? I thought it was like 90, maybe not. I did when he was on the Giants. That was the year he broke the home run record. Hit like 73 or 74. It was a lot. Full count, 3-2. Whitaker swings away, and that is popped up and makes the play. And what a grab by Barry Bonds to prevent the Tigers from taking the lead, rather. Jason Kendall, Andy Van Slyke, and Bill Mazeroski do up for the Pirates. He had 2 home runs in the game I saw. Oh. Just ignore it, or don't ignore it. It is a 2023 season because this is MLB Show 23. As Hal Newhouser delivers. Jason Kendall takes ball 1, and that's his stats in his last 7 games. He is 24 years old on this card. It's unfortunate Wave missed that Barry Bonds catch. I'm shocked we'd not get a replay at the end of that half inning, as that's outside for ball 2. 2-0. Maybe Prods is just Beard Flair's replacement for the day. But I'm glad he's in, and I hope he continues to get in. The 2-0 popped up, and that should be an easy play in foul territory. He makes the play. Only way that Barry Bonds he is Mother Flair. Around, he said like 6 o'clock or later, so earlier today. So then he's gonna live stream after me. I told him I'm gonna have to study for a social studies test I have to make up Monday, but then I can get in. Because I would rather get that out of the way than get in this chat, but Andy Van Slyke, the guy Otis Nixon robbed. I should not have said Otis Nixon style whenever I forgot Andy Van Slyke was on this team, but I'm definitely very biased as a Braves fan, probably. The 1-0. I am a neutral announcer. I'm trying to get this. There we go. Yeah, that's... should I make a YouTube short out of that? Should I make a YouTube short out of that Barry Bonds catch off of Al K-Line? And I will, like, put, like a star and be like K-Line, not K-Line. I just never heard of him personally. I mean, I'd heard of him, but I never really knew how to pronounce his last name. Played back in the early 1900s, I believe, or 20th century, if you want to say it that way, as it counts as 2-2. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, it was a great call. Wave and Father Flair agreed with this, was saying I need to make more shorts on my great calls. As a 2-2, he swings and misses. How about the first batter I call, though? K-Line being the first batter I call makes that even crazier. As RIP, Father Flair met, or at least saw Bill Mazeroski as he comes to the dish. That will be a reference I use a lot this game, as Mazeroski lines this one caught. We head to the second. It's really the fourth, but I'm just going to pretend it's the second, because pretending can be fine. As Ty Cobb, he does have a weird batting stance. I know for a fact he played in the early 1900s, and I don't know why, but I keep thinking Ty Cobb played for the Yankees. That's in there for strike one. Garrett Cole, though, is on the mound for the Pirates. There's going to be a lot of Mother Flair saying, give me some Cole, Garrett, because that's all she says whenever I say Garrett Cole, even off camera. The 0-2, which has been a lot more recently. They called him the Georgia Peach. Ty Cobb or Bill Mazeroski or Garrett, or not Garrett Cole, I would not think. Isn't like 97 subs? Let's go. Don't know who that 97 sub is. Cobb. Oh, a 2-2. Cobb swings the other way, and this ball is caught. Ever since that insane Barry Bonds home run robbery, not a lot of action here. George Kell. The fact that as a baseball fan, the fact that I've not heard of some of these legends is probably crazy. Father Flair's been into baseball longer than I have. I don't know if he really is into, but he knows the legends better than I am. But he's also older than I am, as that's and therefore called strike one. I'm pretty sure the umpire accuracy ain't perfect, as that's down the line, and it'll be a ground rule double. The announcers of this game would say an automatic double, but it's really pronounced ground rule double. I don't know why, because like I've heard on things, they're like, no, the color guy will be like, isn't it supposed to be ground rule double? He's like, no, it's automatic double. I'm like, okay. He says it nicely though. Also, isn't like the peach something famous in Georgia? I forgot what it was. Isn't it like the official fruit of Georgia? I don't know. I know it has something to do with Georgia. I know because, well, yeah, I've heard about it at school, and also I live in that state. Is it okay that I said that? A 2-1 outside for ball 2. I think by now everyone knows that. Peach State, yeah, that's what it is. Because I don't really have a Canadian accent or anything. He's a Canadian! I'm not going to say the last line because I don't want to make fun of Canadians. It's a Weird Al song. Georgia's called the Peach State. Okay, mother and Flair and father flares. Hank Greenberg swings through that and misses. Yes, that's fine. I believe it's hard to see, but I believe the second strikeout. As I do like the World Series like animation on replays, like how it goes like that, the MLB logo and then World Series, and then that little line thingy. And yes, this just is my hands. I do it out of habit. Mickey Tettleton. Hopefully I'm saying that right. He must have been a bigger dude. I also have no idea who he is, though. And believe it or not, fun fact, I like both of these teams. Now, I don't like the color yellow, but I like both the teams, kind of. I mean, hopefully the Tigers manager in this game, and in real life, AJ Hinch doesn't cheat as that is down the line foul! Anyway, AJ Hinch, the Tigers manager, obviously part of that Astros cheating scandal. Hopefully he does not do that here in this World Series, but I believe he won't. The 0-2 is fouled back. So if they would probably scored a lot of runs if they were doing the banging on trash cans. I could probably, if I had a trash can nearby, then I could probably imitate him, but neutral announcers aren't supposed to do that. Checked it. Did he go around? No. It's just a nice beard there, looking like Raleigh Fingers 2.0 if Raleigh Fingers was an umpire. 1-2. Popped up, long run, back foul. Rewatching, I'm pretty sure that third viewer is either Wave or Baseball Prods, and then did that hit him? Oh no, it's another check swing. Umpire must be mad. He's like, doggone, how many check swings are you gonna have? Doggone is not a real word, it's just personalized. Okay, we don't want that. We want average, because umps obviously aren't perfect. I'm a Christian, I believe that. And I really don't care if I lose viewers, because it's a good thing to talk about faith. As that is a called strike 3 on Tettleton. After an odd moment of silence there by me for no particular reason, and that ends the inning. That might have been a bit low there, but Garrett Cole gets the call. I'm neutral. I'm not trying to sound like that announcer that probably hates Georgia. I forgot his name. The one Father Flair doesn't like. Oh gosh, I know it. Oh, I know it. Honus Wagner now, I do know who he is. He's also 35 years old on this card. Card, not Claude. I don't like most of them. But the one that did the Georgia Ole Miss game, as the accounts I went to here. My goat Acuna. Goat. I'm not saying a bad word. Like my G-O-D as that is. Swung on and missed by Honus Wagner. Silly me. Dave Parker now. Do you think he or Andrew McCutchen, prime Dave Parker or prime Andrew McCutchen was better? Prime Andrew McCutchen was in the 2010s, and prime David Parker was in the 80s, I want to say, as he lines out when caught. I thought Newhouser was a little relief pitcher until I Googled it today, but he was set as a starting pitcher. Most rosters don't have him as that, but this roster has it right. It's Roberto Clemente, the 1971 World Series MVP, back in the World Series here. About however many years that is later. I'm not trying to do math. But counts 2-0 on him. A hitter's count, RIP. Damn, passed away at a pretty young age. I don't even know that he'd retired by then. Don't look up the stuff about him. It's fine. Like, he'd not do anything bad. It's just he died in an unfortunate way. And you should not look up how people are dying, because Mother Fleur got mad at me for that once as we get back to the game here. With a 2-1 delivery from Newhouser. Quite the last name, and I know it looks like Newhoser, but I'm pretty sure it's Newhouser. Father Flair can correct me if I'm wrong, though. The 3-1. Clemente takes ball 4. Newhouser misses on the changeup, and why do his eyes? Maybe his eyes look half closed. It's Ralph Kiner now, the batter. Newhouser delivers ball 1. That's a lot of balls in a row. Dang, Ralph Kiner played in all 62 games. That's very impressive. 1-0 is when he checks it a bit, and it's 1-1. Anyway, what I was saying was, or what I was gonna say, not okay. So basically, and I forgot what it's called, the stage before the World Series, but it was the Pirates and Giants went into a Game 7, and since this was 2023, Gabe Kapler is the Giants manager, and I did not want the Giants to win, so I literally did everything in my power to get the Pirates to win that game, so I'd have a much better time being neutral. I don't not like the Giants, it's just I don't like Gabe Kapler, like Father Flare is. The 1-1 is a grounded foul. Even though I don't think me and Father Flare look alike, unlike Mother Flare, the 1-2. LOL. You don't stand for the national anthem, you don't stand to represent your team in the World Series, Mr. Gabe Kapler, as that is fouled back. Yes, I am a Patriot. And no, I'm not talking about the football team that made the Super Bowl but lost. I guess they have an S, but you know what I mean. The 1-2. Ralph Kiner takes ball 2. Yeah, boy, that's right. Father Flare is a Patriot as well. Which means you love your country. Is that just missed? Yeah, definitely. And Barry Bonds on deck. You better watch out. I'm kind of parodying that you better watch out, you better not cry Santa Claus song. Santa Claus is coming to town song. There's a 3-2 from Hal Newhouser. Ball for Barry Bonds with 2 on and 2 out. Oh no! It's just Hal Newhouser. That's what I said. I gotta give the person who made this roster props, because that looks exactly like Barry Bonds. Now, I don't know what it... And it kind of looks like his batting stance from what I know. USA! 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 That's right. As that's ball 1. Yeah, I do think the Pirates Stadium, PNC Park, is pretty cool. I believe Father Flare has either been there or wants to go there. He definitely thinks it's very cool. But he also grew up a Pirates fan. So that definitely helps his case, even though the stadium wasn't around then. It wasn't around until 2001, the year Barry Bonds broke the home run record. Speaking of Barry Bonds, he fouls that back. 1-1. Maybe Father Flare, maybe not a pitching duel anymore here, Father Flare, rather. I was going to say maybe Father Flare jinxed it, but I don't believe in jinxing. Also, are we going to... Never mind. I'll just ask after a live stream, because then I realized it would be weird. 2 on, 2 out, 1-2 pitch! Barry Bonds checked it, and no! I believe this is wherever they say that Deuce is Wild thing, but I don't know, so I'm not going to say it in case I'm wrong. 2-2 with 2 on, 2 out! And Barry Bonds swings and misses! Hal Newhouser gets out of it, and he is pumped up! Wow, Newhouser getting out of the jams. There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut home. I always play the music in between innings, so I had to sing it because if I played it, I'd get copyrighted. Here's Alan Trammell. I know who he is and how to pronounce it from my MLB Show 24 Diamond Dynasty team. They say Deuce is Wild when there's a lot of 2s on the board, so yeah, I did use it. Right, wow. Strike in there for strike 2, as in 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs, 2 runners on, etc. Well, that's what there was there. Ooh, that just barely missed. I do have ejections and balks on, as Garrett Cole is not thrilled with that call. This is a 28-year-old Garrett Cole, not like a 35-year-old Garrett Cole. I forgot how old he exactly was. But I believe this card was for me when he actually played for the Pirates, ironically. Okay, the 2-2 from Garrett Cole. I know what Mother Flare's about to say. Give me some Cole, Garrett, which I'm not going to say because I'm neutral. Tough play, but he should and barely does make the play as he throws it across to Van Dyke. That's not his last name. Van Slyke. Sorry. They sound a lot like Dick Van Dyke, Andy Van Slyke. They sound alike. That's a lot of rhymes in that sentence. This is 0-1 here on Harry Heelman. I'm not quite sure this is a real person. The 0-1. 1-1. The 1-1. That is a line error. On the infield, it'll get caught. The Braves started the normal time today, Mother Flare, as Al Kaline got robbed of that home run on an insane Barry Bonds catch Bonds catch back in third. We'll see what he can do here. 9-time Gold Glove for Al Kaline. Most recent, 1967. Oh, jeez, why did I say that? 1-0, 1-1 on the high fastball. Yeah, I think 7:15. Well, that might be when the coverage starts. It probably won't start till like 7:20. Delivery number 50 from Garrett Cole. Is fouled back. 1-2. 5 generations have been thrown. Wait, what? That makes no sense. I don't know. The 1-2. Kaline lines this baseball through. Might be the first hit of the night for the Tigers or both teams. And it is not. It's the third hit for the Tigers. I don't know who got the first hit, but someone did. Tony Clark now. But the Pirates are getting no hit. Tony Clark, the first delivery he sees, he looks like that type of hitter that could just hit a home run, absolute missile for a home run here. 0-1 the count, and make it 2-0 Tigers. 1-1, just a bit out, just a bit low, just a bit outside. Slaughter. Checked, or I don't know that he checked it, but it's ball 2. Anyway. Well, I thought Wade would get in. What time is it? 6:18. You said 6 o'clock or after. If there was one more runner on, then I'd say Deuce is wild. If that's fouled back. 2-2 they count. Tony Clark. Garrett Cole. Tony Clark pops it up drifting back just a bit out of the infield, and making the play is, I believe, Bill Mazeroski. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Bobby Bonilla, Jason Kendall, and Andy Van Slyke do up for the Pirates. Yeah, those are not the commentators. It should just say Sports for Live, because I'm better than both of them. No offense if they're watching. Father Flair is encouraging his team, the Pirates, to get some runs as Bobby Bonilla, if he waits back on that, that is an absolute home run. But the 0-1, only delivery number 35 from Newhouser is in there for strike 2. The 0-2. Is ball 1. Fastball at 97. Yeah. Be 1-2 rather. Bonilla did not go. It is 2-2. What'll Bobby Bonilla do? The 2-2 is grounded, and it, I believe, hit the bag and ricocheted back. So, and the play will be made by, I believe, the second baseman, Whitaker, whatever position he plays. Father Flair not excited. Also, Father Flair is currently my #1 viewer. Mother Flair is not. We'll see if Beard gets mad about that tomorrow. Not literally, just as a joke like he always does. The 0-1. 1-1. 1-1. Jason Kendall bloops it, gets in on the hand, and play will be made as that was a changeup. Andy Van Slyke now the batter. Wonder if he's related to Dick Van Dyke. Okay, I gotta stop making that rhyme. I kind of have an obsession with Dick Van Dyke. I don't know. Maybe it's because he's lived a full century. That could be a reason why, which is impressive. The 0-1. Van Slyke with a little blue par. Not blue par, blooper. And the count will be 0-2. The 0-2. 0-2, Van Slyke fouls it back. Obviously, Otis Nixon robbed him. See if the Tigers can make up for that robbed Barry Bonds home run. I thought that was Roberto Clemente who robbed it, but it was Barry Bonds back in the 3rd as Van Slyke swings through it. Head to the top of the 6th with no score in Game 1 of the World Series. Lou Whitaker leading things off here for the Tigers, as this will be Garrett Cole's 57th delivery, and maybe it's a good thing because I don't like the way the 6 is written. It says ball 1. Dang it, who's going to score first? We'll have to wait and see, Father Flair. A 1-0. 1-1. 1-1. One and one offering 1-2. 1-2. Whitaker pops it up, foul ground, long run for Bonilla, makes the play. Right. Yeah, LOL, mother flare. Ty Cobb now the batter. This will be Garrett Cole's 61st delivery. Ty Cobb takes ball one. I feel like Garrett Cole always throws a ball on the first pitch, regardless if it's an out or a single or whatever. Well, there's only been 3 singles, or hits, rather. Ty Cobb, though, lines this one over the head of Bill Mazeroski, and there will be a runner on first for the Tigers here for George Kell. I believe their 3rd hit of the game, and yes. So I was wrong whenever I said 2 hits last at bat. Before that hit, George Kell takes a called strike one. 1 for 2 with a double back in the 4th. A double might score the run here, as this is a pickoff try on Ty Cobb. Let's see what his speed is looking like. He got 90 speed, and oh, I thought he was laying down a bunt there. He was not. The 0-1. Might be a pitch out. It is not, and the count will be 0-2. We'll see if Ty Cobb tries to swipe a bag here with his 90 speed. The 0-2. George Kell takes a called ball one. 1-2. Not the best weather, but at least it ain't raining from what I can see. The 1-2. Kell swings and misses. Fastball at 90. That's that high inside cheese I do in my Baseball 9 and Diamond Dynasty videos and live streams. Speaking of, you should go check out my Albert Pujols customization video yesterday. That's ball one. Delivery number 68 for Garrett Cole. This might be, probably won't be, but might be his last inning, as that is a called ball two. Looks like Garrett Cole's losing energy here, but maybe not. 2-0. Hank Greenberg well early on that. 2-1. Is ball 3. 3-1. Who's on deck? Mickey Tettleton. Was he any good, Father Flair? Not quite sure what that drink is. It looks like coffee or beer, but you should not be drinking beer, as that is popped up. Long run over Bobby Bonilla. Reaches and makes the grab. Wow, what a catch. Bill Mazeroski, Honus Wagner, and Dave Parker do up for the Pirates. He reaches over. What an inning from Bobby Bonilla, or maybe 2 innings, as Jack Morris is going to come in here for the Tigers. He should have a card. Maybe he doesn't, though. Anyway, the first delivery from Jack Morris to Bill Mazeroski, who spent his entire 18-year career with the Pirates. Well, I guess really 17, but this season would be his 18th if he did come back from the dead to play, which would be terrifying. It counts 0-2 here. Morris delivers. The 0-2 is lined, and Tony Clark's got it. Honus Wagner now. Ha 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 ha. I know I sounded like a robot reading that. I promise I'm not, as Honus Wagner really lays down a really good bunt, but it'll go back foul. Yeah, he was good. Okay, Father Flair. That is grounded, and play will be made as he whips it across to Tony Clark, and now Dave Parker due up. He looks like he could hit a home run here, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe it's just his stance, as first delivery, strike one. 1985 Home Run Derby champion, Dave Parker. The 0-1 to him is lined and caught. To the 7th inning we had no score, and Garrett Cole remains in to face Mickey Tettleton. Probably, if he gets in a jam here, then I would have to assume they take him out, but we'll just have to wait and see. The 0-1 is grounded, and it'll get through. Mickey Tettleton proving why Father Flair said he was good back when he played. When did he play, Father Flair? As who's up now? It is Alan Trammell with a runner on first, as 39 speed. There's no way Tettleton stealing with a 37 steal speed as well, as that is a high fastball, high inside cheese, as I'd say, for strike one. The 0-1 is, as he checks his swing, it'll be 0-2. Well, I thought we would get in. Maybe he got busy. That's okay as well. Anyway, the 0-2 is a ground ball. 1 on the first. He got him, but he thinks he's safe. Do they challenge? Waving his hand, saying he's safe. Will they use a challenge on this? Played from 1984 to 1997. Dude, it looks like they're challenging safe or out here. Let's take a look. Trammell thought he was safe, and no, they're not challenging, actually. That almost hit Harry Heelman. Out, I think. Yeah, they did not challenge. He sure thought he was safe. He waved his arms like a bird saying he was safe. He's not obviously a bird, and I'm not trying to make fun of him. 2-0 the count. I would be stunned if Garrett Cole went out for the 8th inning. Especially considering this, he'll probably have 80 pitches this inning as that is ball 3. Al Kaline on deck. 3-0. Really nothing going on in this game if you're tuning in. Is in there for a called strike. 1-3-1. We're only playing... No, it goes from the 2nd to the 9th inning. Or the 3rd to the 9th inning, Fowler Flare. As that's ball... it's from the 3rd to the 9th inning. 3-2. The 3-2 delivery is grounded. 1 on to first. And the play is made. Okay. And plus, we'd probably go to an 8th inning anyway, by the way these teams are hitting if we were playing 7 innings, because neither team can score a run. I believe I have the extra inning runner on, which is probably a good thing, because otherwise there would be no way a team would score till like 30th inning, if that's even possible. Let's see. 0-1. Roberto Clemente hits one onto the track, but play is made. He gave that ball a ride, as now Ralph Kiner comes up. And fouls it back. Did I say fouls it back? Back. I've been watching too much of the NFL draft. Ball 1, 1-1, the count. A 1-1. 1-2. Excuse me. 1-2 is a cold third strike. Ralph Kiner is losing it with the ump. Wow. He is not thrilled with that call. Ooh, that high inside cheese, though. Tough not to get excited for as I throw it a lot. LOL. Barry Bonds now a dangerous hitter. That was a ball. Oh, high and outside. Well, umpires make mistakes. That's why the ABS challenge system exists, but not in this game, obviously, because this was 3 years ago. As the count is 1-0. I still remember Eisler setting this up for me. We were at St. Mary's, and it was 3 years ago. With Sports Flair's great memory strikes again. As Barry Bonds takes that for a called strike 2. Or swings and misses. Strike 2. What am I talking about? The 1-2. Eisler was saying LeBron James was the NBA GOAT, which is just wrong. Haha, you do have an incredible memory, as that's Paul too, for sure. I said you must have sports dementia. Michael Jordan's a GOAT. That's Paul 3. I know me and Father Flair can't agree on who's the NFL GOAT is between Tom Brady and Joe Montana, but me and Eisler can. But I feel like everyone, including Mother Flair, can agree. Whenever that's popped up, and Alan Trammell goes back and makes the play. No score. We head to the 8th. And do the Galoolies as we head there. And Garrett Cole's coming out for the 8th inning. This will be his 83rd pitch. Not quite sure what our thought process is here. What's your name, manager, Derek Shelton? His name is not What's Your Name, Manager Derek Shelton. His name's just Derek Shelton. Al Kaline. Did I say Kaline again? 1-1. K-Line bloops it. Long grind, but Bill Mazeroski will get there with ease. Pretty nonchalantly, too, as Tony Clark comes to the dish now. Cole delivers. 0-1. Well, I said, you're just saying that to annoy me. He said, no, that's my honest opinion. So, I don't know. Yeah, he was being annoying whenever y'all were gone, but this man's a nonchalant. LOL, mother flare the 0-2. But I just ignored him as that's strikely called. Hey, hope this is... hey, hope all is well. Not quite sure. Never mind. Liner caught. All is well. As, yeah. Wave 4 minutes ago said, as that's lined and caught. 4 minutes ago, Wave said that he'll join in a minute what the heck? That's odd. Anyway, it's probably just my phone. Welcome to the chat, Christopher. That's right, is 0-1 the count. Hey, Christopher, though. Christopher Solovic? I feel like I've heard that name. It's probably a different person. It's probably a famous person in the world, but hello, anyway. 0-2 is grounded foul. Oh, 2 again, as all is well. I know I've said that about 5 times, but yeah. That's right, Father Flair. The 0-2 is grounded back foul. You gotta log in on my commentary. Come on, or I can't say that. Also, this is Bobby Bonilla as he swings and misses. For strike 3. I almost said what Father Flair said, but then I realized I'm a neutral announcer. That's Bobby Bonilla, not Barry. They do look a lot alike. He struck out and the catcher dropped it, but he had to run. Jason Kendall now. Navy. Sorry. Jason Kendall takes ball 1. Ah! Sorry. I'm not really famous, but I have a YouTube channel and I do what you do. Oh. Yeah. I feel like I've seen your YouTube channel somewhere. The 2-0. I'll look it up real quick. I'm gonna pause it. It's in there for called strike 1. Or haha. There's probably an easier way to do this, but... Anyway, sorry that I had to pause this. I'm trying to figure this out here. Oh, live streams. Okay, anyway. I guess, well, I don't know. I was gonna say thanks for doing what I do, but you might have started your channel before me, and then I realized that's weird. But if I inspire you, then thanks for me, or yeah, thanks for that. Anyway, is that it's a pop up and caught. Popped up and fired out via Andy Van Slyke. We had no ninth. Still no score. Might be setting up for a walk-off here, Pirates, as with the Pirates in World Series Game 1. Kent Tekulve? I hope I'm saying that right. That's the name of this pitcher. He's a side armor, which Father Flair cannot stand. Submarine pitcher, as they say. The 1-0. Ty Cobb takes this cold strike 1. Tekulve. Oh, Kent Tekulve. I've never heard of this person in my life. The 1-1. 2-1. Two 1. is line down the line fair. Always pronounced it with the emphasis on the second syllable. I feel like I'm going back to kindergarten as that is a bad bro. I was getting very excited there because I thought he was out. Teckelby. Or Teckelby. Teckelby. George Kell, now the batter. Strike one called. Oh no, there's an ant. I don't know, that was cringe. I'm not going to say that again. I hope I didn't lose viewers saying that by watching. Welcome to all those viewers. 0-1. George Kell grounds it back foul. I wonder if anyone will ever score for real. This is like that Braves say Cole. Teckelby. Oh, he was a sudden rise in the 70s. Oh, Teckelby. Oh, I got it. Say Cole. Teckelby. Got it. That's fouled back by George Kell. He was a sudden rise in the 70s as well. When he clinched the 79 series, Howard Cosell kept calling him a... that is lined and fair! And the Tigers will score tonight's first run. It's a horrible throw! Goes into the outfield! The runner will try and get to second! And he will get there! Wow! A single in error is probably what they'll rule it, but wow! Wow! That is worse than that Brian Rayburn throw he did, or Jason Rayburn, I don't know his name. I'm pretty sure that was the name of that player. It's actually Teckelby. Oh. Oh, what in the world? Ryan Rayburn, there we go. I forgot his name. I don't know why I tried to call him that. I don't even know anyone with the name I originally called him. Hank Greenberg takes ball one. And the Pirates come back. Teckelby delivers. It doesn't matter. The commentator matters how you pronounce person's name. Father Flare would be like if Acuna walked up and Brandon Gaud was like, hey, a pitch to Acuna. Then Father Flare would be like, that's not how you say that. So definitely, with Father Flare and me being literalist, as you say, then probably it does matter, but that account will be 2-1 either way. 3-1. Teckelby was known as Rubber Band Man because of his crazy delivery. Oh, you're right, SF. It's important to get it right. I don't even know. I've lost count of what the count is. That is out number one. Nobody wants their name mispronounced. Could hurt a player's feelings if they went back and watched the highlights. Now, I don't think any famous people watch my live streams. Hopefully, this pitcher is not. Mickey Tettleton, now a batter, takes ball one. Maybe after all, the Pirates should have left in Garrett Cole. I almost said the Falcons. What am I talking about, though? 1-0 the count. The 1-0, the side armor with a diving. That's a great diving stop by Bobby Bonilla to save a run and set up a double play, but Tettleton will reach on a base hit, and in comes Colin Holderman, a current player, or at least from 2023. So I'm not quite sure why they put in a current player to face the Legends. It definitely did. If he doesn't dive for that, then it gets down the line and it's 2-0. Yeah, do you have a favorite team, Christopher? Is it 0-1? Trammell hits it a ton back foul. We're Braves fans here. And me and Father Flare are Yankees fans. I also like the Angels. 0-2. I like the Yankees more, though. I used to like the Angels more, but now I like the Yankees more, despite the fact that they've gotten worse. Credit to Aaron Boone for that one. 1-2. It is ball two. Full, or not full count, 2-2 the count. 2-2. Is ball three. Is he about to load the bases for Harry Heilman? What is going on with this Pirates bullpen? He gets Alan Trammell to swing and miss. Huge strikeout. Do we think the Pirates can tie it? That's a real question. Harry Heilman, the batter, checks it and went around. 0-1. 0-1. 0-2. 0-2. This would be huge if the Pirates could get out of this. Let's just run. 0-2 is fouled back. I was getting ready to say, he got him! But that certainly did not happen. I get very excited whenever I commentate, Christopher, if you've not already noticed. 0-2 is lined and back foul. 0-2. Oh, and 2. Got him! Holderman gets out of it, and the Pirates only allow 1 run, but they're going to have to face Willie Hernandez down to their final 3 outs. 9-1 and 2 hitters due up for the Pirates. Can they make the comeback and walk us off in game 1? Father Flair picked the Pirates to win the series, and will they have the series lead or go down 1-0 in the series headed into game 2 whenever I live stream early around 1 o'clock tomorrow p.m. I won't be awake at 1 o'clock a.m. It's that's ball 1. 1-1. I'm neutral, but I'm calling a Bill Mazeroski home run. Oh, 1-2 the count. Father Flair would love that. Oh yeah, I forgot that's what they call the Pirates. 1-2. Bill Mazeroski grounds it back foul. Pirates are due for at least a hit, maybe even a home run, so I'm calling a Bill Mazeroski home run here as the neutral announcer. 1-2. Lined and foul. How lucky a man can get there, Mr. Bill Mazeroski. I'm getting nervous even as a neutral announcer for this ending. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. One gone. And now 35-year-old Honus Wagner, not who you want up if you're cheering for the Pirates, aka I'm pretty sure all my viewers want to know the count here on Honus Wagner. Maybe Honus Wagner will get a triple and then the Tigers will throw a pass ball, but I'm neutral. I'm just saying we'll have to wait and see as Honus Wagner is very early on bat. The 1-0. 1-1. 1-1! Popped up, long grind foul. A Honus Wagner baseball card was super expensive when I was a kid. I don't know that it is now because everything's online, but 1-2 anyways. Honus Wagner fouls it back. I was going to say something else, but no. He did not do what I was going to say, so I can't say it. 3 watching, welcome to all those viewers. The 1-2, 2-2. A 2-2. Willie Hernandez getting nervous. What an intense moment in this game. I don't know if people even call it. They do. It's just they're a lot easier to find now. 2-2. 3-2. Who is on deck? Dave home run hitter Parker. The full count. I'm neutral, but Dave Parker. But he just did hit a lot of home runs, so I had to say that. 3-2, Honus Wagner takes ball 4, and Dave Parker can walk us off with a home run here. Pirates still alive here. Throw one right down the middle. Game 1 might be over here, Willie Hernandez, as that is ball 1. Called DP the Cobra. That's a great nickname. Whew. Getting nervous having to catch my breath as that's a pickoff attempt that fails. All I want is a good game here as a neutral announcer, and a walk-off would be would make it an even better game, rather. I'm neutral. Ball 2! Willie Hernandez losing his control here, and the Tigers fans are getting not terrified, nervous. 2-0 is checked, and he went 2-1. It's been a good game. Walk-off would be fine, for sure. The 2-1. Dave Parker grounds that foul. For Pirates fans, at least, LOL. Not quite sure the Tigers fans. I mean, not the Pirates. That's Tigers and Pirates fans. Anyway, that is hit well back foul. Keep that fair, and you are a World Series Game 1 hero. But no. The 2-2. Dave Parker lines it and a base hit. 2-1. 1 out. They don't send him to third. And now a double could win this game for, I believe, Roberto Clemente. I was going to say Barry Bonds. Wow, Pirates are locking in when it matters most. Roberto Clemente takes the called strike. 0-1. The 0-1 is ball one, 1-1. Barry Bonds up next. Wow. I'm getting nervous for both teams. 1-1, grounded, one on the first, he is out! Double play! Tigers take game one! An upsetting game one of the World Series! Tigers win it 1-0! AJ Hinch wins another World Series game! And what thrilling fashion did that end in? Wow. Anyway, some people say Clemente had the best arm in baseball during his time. Well done. Great call, though. That was a thriller. Good call, thanks. And it was a thriller, Father Flare. Oh, boy. What a game. Tigers take a 1-0 series lead. Pirates only get one hit as well. Better than no hit, but I was not worried about a no-hitter. I'm like, Pirates get on. I'm like, if Pirates get a hit, then they have a better chance of scoring, you know. And so, Tigers only need to get 3 more wins to go to glory. I mean, sure, Barry one hit and that was in the last inning. Yes. Wow. Barry Bonds still makes a great grab. What a start. Yeah. Sorry, game on. Didn't even realize that. I'd not say it, so that's probably why I did not catch that. Dave Parker gets a hit, but then Roberto Clemente is like, whenever he's needed most, Pirates fans got nervous, and he got nervous more than anything, and Tigers take a 1-0 series lead. Let me see who the pitching matchup is for tomorrow's game. 6 watching. Welcome to all those 6 viewers. Wow. It can't be Garrett Cole, so if I went in here, who would it get changed to? Doc Ellis. Okay. And then, did we know about Game 3 yet? Also, I am neutral. I just had to control a team. Rick Roden and Doug Drebeck. Hopefully I said that right. Peace out. Bye, Father Flare. Player, I cannot speak. Bye, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe with notifications. So, yeah, bye. Bye, guys. Have a great rest of your day. So, yeah, bye, guys. Bye, Father Flare, and bye, Mother Flare. Love you. Bye, guys. And bye to all the 6 viewers watching. Have a great rest of your... have a great